There we go. All right, so we're going to get started here today. It is the last weekend in April. And next month, we are going to take on a challenge that has never been attempted before by putting on a live stream all day long on Memorial Weekend, the Saturday Memorial Weekend, which we're dubbing the YouTubers Hamfest. And that's what we're going to talk about now, so stay tuned. Bummed that Hamvention isn't happening this year?
Yeah, so are we.
Just like you, we were looking forward to seeing all the new radios.
Antennas,
ham radio toys,
seeing all the industry folks,
learning new skills, and
getting the latest information on our hobby.
We were also looking forward to seeing other creators.
And having a beer or two.
or maybe a little crown.
Yeah, we were bummed.
But we came up with an idea.
we're getting together live.
But
But
isolated,
And we want to bring you the latest.
The greatest.
and the largest virtual ham radio show ever attempted.
Ever.
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 ever!
On Saturday, May 16th, 2020.
Join all of us YouTubers.
As we gather live on each of our channels.
And bring you everything new,
Cool.
And amazing in ham radio technology.
Join me.
Join me.
And me.
And
Some of these
guys.
All day Saturday
Along with
All of us.
for the YouTubers Hamfest.
We'll see you there, okay, guys? Later.
Good. We got 10 of us here tonight. I can count. Wow. Callum, Ape, Kyle, Rob, Steve, Josh, Bob, and Mike. All welcome tonight. Thank you for joining. We all had a really good time on Josh's stream last night. Everybody was there, weren't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Excellent.
Callum wasn't
Thanks for
there.
coming.
Callum,
Yeah.
it's too late for him. Yeah.
Too late.
It
But
was past his bedtime. He's an old man.
Well, hey.
He's the only guy here that makes me feel young.
Oh, wow. That's an insult. That's an insult.
Throwing them now.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Is that how it's going to be tonight, fellas?
That's how it is every night, bro. I got news for you. So
Looks like Kyle's got his internet back.
no, he just put up a sheet. I think he just hung up a sheet, didn't you, Kyle?
Yeah, I don't want to let you guys see what's going on in the background there.
Kyle doesn't
Yeah,
have internet tonight. Kyle's internet is down tonight, so he's on his phone joining us. So that is dedication. That is dedication is what that is. So
Kyle's
Good.
Breaking Bad behind the curtain.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't want me to pull this curtain back.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Oh,
curious.
crazy times. All right, so May 23rd. It is the 23rd, isn't it?
Yes.
23rd.
May 23rd, Saturday, May 23rd, we're going to be putting on a YouTubers Hamfest where we've invited, gosh, how many? 2 or 3 dozen different vendors to join us?
At least.
At least. And
And it keeps growing
It
every
does.
day.
Yeah.
This thing is going to be, I think this thing is going to be so huge
Right.
when it hits.
I think you're right. I hope you're right. I think you're right, and I hope you're right both. So I think I want to explain real quick because I've had some questions about this, and I'm sure you guys, because we all put the promo video up on our own channels. Most of us did. And I've had some questions about this, and if you guys have had any questions specifically that you might want to answer here, this might be a good time to do it. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to start at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to stream on one channel, and then we're going to interview 2 or 3 guests, and then after like an hour or an hour and a half maybe, we're going to pass it off to the next guy. And whoever's streaming the first hour is going to be like, okay, now we're going to shut this stream down. The whole audience, we're going to go to this link on this channel. Everyone move over here. And then he's going to talk to these 2 vendors or give this presentation or whatever it is. And we're going to pass it off one-to-one the whole day so that the audience doesn't have to watch 2 or 3 streams at the same time and be confused on who to watch, when, what, where, and afraid you're going to miss something. And everyone's going to be able to see everything because we're going to hand it off to one another. And we're probably going to end up spilling over into Sunday morning a little bit, which is kind of cool. I mean, we've got enough vendors that have reached out to us and said, yeah, I want to be a part of it, where we might spill it over a little bit, or we might just go a little bit late Saturday night. We'll see. We've not got the schedule hammered out yet. We've got it penciled in.
So the easiest way to find the website is going to be YouTubersHamfest.com. There's also YouTubeHamfest.com that takes you to the same place. And Steve was gracious enough to go ahead and make us a WordPress blog that will be tracking the schedule and what links to take when you want to go to different channels.
Cool. Yeah, and we'll probably, most of us, I assume most of us will probably post something on our own social medias as well, just so it's out
please,
there.
yeah. Explore the space.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, YouTubersHamfest.com that was a great idea. So good. So all right. There's Chris coming in. What do you guys think about I mean, how much response have you got? I know everyone's reached out to at least one or two vendors, if not like closer to a half dozen vendors. So what kind of response have you got from the people that you've spoken with? And have you gotten any routine questions? So everybody,
I think everybody wants to know when they're going to be on. They're all excited to find out more when their schedule slot is. They're really interested in the logistics of making it all work. I mean, we are going to be throwing the streams back and forth to each other. They're going to be videos that live on and on and on forever, and the brands are all interested in getting the best foot forward they can on it. So it's been fun. I pretty much heard back from everyone that I've talked to, which has been great.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah, same here. Super positive feedback from the vendors that I've talked to. They are very excited about this. And I'm just thinking we should at least have like some kind of a food challenge in this day. I don't know.
That's a good point.
I told you, lunch with Bob.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We are going to do a happy hour at the end of the day on Saturday. Probably on my channel, but we haven't hammered that out yet. Maybe on Josh's channel, we'll see. But if we do everything on Saturday and we conclude on Saturday, then we might do the happy hour on Josh's channel. Otherwise, we might do happy hour on my channel Saturday and have some Sunday morning stuff and do the closeout on his channel. We haven't decided yet, so we're still hammering all that out. We're still talking to 2 or 3 vendors have replied to me and said, yes, we're interested. Great. And I said, great. When do you want to get together? And it's been crickets. So I know they're interested. They're just, everybody's busy right now. But yeah, it ought to be a really, really cool lineup. Very wide across the board. Some of your big names that you're going to recognize. Some of the smaller names that you might not recognize. Bob, you said, was it, who is that one you just emailed me about?
Hobby PCB.
Yes. Yes.
These are the guys that make the Hard Rock 50 amps.
Right.
They make a lot of very cool QR stuff. And that's really, if you're a vendor out there and you've got something unique, this is the perfect venue for you to show off your stuff. That's really what we're looking for, is the new and unique kind of stuff.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys caught my my interview I did with Tim Duffy, who of course is the CEO of DX Engineering. And basically what I said to him was, if ICOM, Kenwood, or Yaesu has something new coming out, then they have been invited to join the stream. But like the retailers, like I know Gigaparts has some custom stuff, DX Engineering does, a few of the other guys out there do. If you want to come on and talk about something that's unique to your store, that's kind of the focus that we're trying to create here, is something that's unique, that everybody sells the ICOM IC7300. That's great. One of the greatest radios out there. But we're not trying to get 3 or 4 vendors on, come and buy it for me, buy it for me, buy it for me. No, ICOM can come on and talk about the 705 if they want to. And we're probably going to have Ray on talking about the 705 in one capacity or another. But if DX Engineering or Gigaparts or someone else unique with a unique product wants to come on, that's kind of what we're going for.
Indeed.
All right. Somebody besides me and Bob talk.
I think that folks are really eager to see the schedule. So
Yeah.
I guess getting that finalized and getting it published
Yeah.
on the website is probably the next priority, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see the schedule too.
No doubt. No doubt.
What time am I on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Noon, and of course, breakfast with Bob on Sunday.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do something with, try and cover sort of the swap meet aspect of it, the used gear old
Yes.
gear, something like that. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do yet, but we need to cover that too, because that's a big part of any
Yes.
ham fest, whether it be Dayton or anything else.
Agreed.
You can ship all packages to Rob in Connecticut.
Perfect.
Maybe we
Perfect.
can just all drag all of our used radios we want to get rid of out on the show and just do them that way.
Oh,
How high is bidder?
I don't have any used
Yeah,
radios.
there you go.
I don't have any unused radios. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, right.
I've got plenty. Sheesh.
I've got a UV5R. How much do you want to spend?
Bitter. It's
75
for a
bucks.
good cause.
If you have Josh sign the UV5R, it'd probably go for more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, it looks like Chris has joined us. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I think he just got up and left.
Hey, going.
Okay.
Perfect time.
That's fine. He can introduce himself here in a minute. That's fine. So, and we're gonna have Callum. Callum has joined us tonight for the YouTubers Bunch, like he's been on here several times before, and he is going to come on to Mike's stream, whatever time designation we have on that, and talk about his DX Commander.
Yeah, and on top of that, what we'll do is when I know the schedule, I'll make a dedicated video for the Friday night, because you guys are going to be busy setting up for the Saturday, and I'll either live stream on the Friday night, run through the schedule, and start to give people out there a bit of excitement and a wind up for that.
Heck yeah.
Cool. That'd be great. Cool. All right. Let's see. K5ATA Steve, I know you're doing a couple of things that nobody else is doing, so why don't you tell us what you've got planned? I mean, you don't have to share everything if you've got somebody that's a maybe, but you know.
I've got Chris from the ARRL is coming to talk about a lot of he runs the lifelong learning program and stuff that has been there for a long time, like all the EC courses and stuff like that, but also a lot of the new stuff that they're bringing out for newer hams and stuff like that. And we're trying to get somebody in there from there on the emergency communication side of things. We're still working on that one.
Cool. Good. And then KM9G Steve and Kyle, y'all are going to do a stream together, right?
Yeah, we're certainly going to try and put together something about contesting. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be on my channel interviewing Kyle, and then Kyle's going to have me on his channel interviewing him, and then we're going to try and do a little bit of actual live contesting and show off some of the stuff we're talking about. And hopefully Sterling's going to pop into one of our streams and start talking about Morse code contesting.
Good. That'll be really good. Yeah, I know he's been really active with the Morse code live streams, almost daily. I think he said he was transitioning to like twice a week or something, but he did them every day for more than 30 days, I think it was. So that's good. Chris.
Yeah, hi there.
Hi, good. I guess it'd be good late evening for you, right? What's it, about 11 p.m. where you're at?
Yes, 10:30 at night.
10:30. Okay, there you go. Well,
Yeah, that's early.
Welcome. Yeah, for me too, man. Hey, welcome to the group. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell everyone here about your channel real quick.
Yeah, it's digital analog ham. I try and do everything that you can do. You know, I'm in a block of flats, you know, so I do quite a lot of analog, but you know, digital's very good to fill up the gaps, you know, when you can't get anything. So just do everything you can wherever you are.
Good. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. I know that I hope that you guys will, you and Callum both will be in the chats during the YouTubers Hamfest on May 23rd. I know it's the time zone difference might be a factor, but
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't know much about this Hamfest. I've just popped in to you know, learn a bit more, and sounds a good idea. Because it's always a shame when something's cancelled. You know, I'm a bit worried about our Hamfest, Newark. You know that. I don't know if that's going to take part. You know, I mean, it's a long way away, September, so who knows? Anyway, back to you.
Yeah, I think I've been asked questions about Frederikshavn. How far is that from you two guys up there?
Say it again. I didn't hear the name of it.
The Frederikshavn in Germany.
Well, it'll be an hour's flight, you know, from one of the airports just into Germany.
You can't take a train over there? I mean, I guess you could, but it'd take longer.
It'd be a pain in the what word am I allowed to say?
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
Pain in the bollocks. It would be easier on an aeroplane.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of miles.
Okay. Cool. All right, Bob. Tell us what you got. I know you got something cool in store for May 23rd. So tell us all about that.
Oh my Lord, you put me on the spot. What am I doing on? I know what I'm doing.
Talk about whatever you want to, man. Hopefully on the day you'll have it together a little bit more than today. But you know,
Well, do you want me to talk about the vendors that I've got?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoever you want. I mean, whatever you want to say. If you've got someone that's questionable right now, then maybe not mention that. But whoever's on board with it, go for it.
Okay. Well, we do have MFJ is locked down. They've got a bunch of new stuff that they are just about ready to put out. So that stuff is coming. They'll talk about that. They may have some giveaway stuff too that we'll be giving away during the Hamfest. Chameleon Antenna, they've got a few new things that are coming out, and they're going to be on with me. And then we have what was it? Hobby PCB.
Mm-hmm. They
want to be part of it. I don't know if they'll be on my stream or one of the other guys. You know, that's a scheduling thing. But those guys have some very, very interesting things. They have the little Hard Rock 50 amplifier, which is a $300 amp that's made for like your KX3, your 817s and 818s. And they just came out with a new kit, I guess, that turns that Hard Rock 50 into a Hard Rock 100. So all kinds of cool stuff.
That'd be fun.
Oh, and a new HF SDR that they're gonna unveil.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Good. Cool. Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah. This. You know, one thing I've noticed is it's very well-rounded. We're not doing all HF. We're not doing all digital voice modes over UHF. We're not doing all SDR or all projects or any. It's very well-rounded. We've got some really unique stuff upcoming, so that's been really cool. I know a couple of the things that MFJ is coming out or has planned to come out with, so I'm interested to see what else they might have. It's always fun to see.
Yeah.
All right, next on my screen is Mike Simpson. Is that on the Simpsons couch there?
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
That's easier to pronounce than my real last name.
That's true, yeah. So I know a couple of the vendors you've reached out to, you're still in contact with. You haven't got any confirmation, but tell us what you do know.
Well, I'm going to be talking about two of my favorite things outside of just actual physical radios, batteries and antennas. Kevin from BioEno is going to be coming on, and we haven't really talked too much about what we're going to do, but we're going to talk batteries, and I could talk batteries for a long time, so I'm excited about that. And then obviously Lord Callum will be coming on to talk about his DX Commander, as it were.
That's awesome.
And then
so British, so royal.
this is the British invasion is taking over the YouTubers bunch here. And then George with Pactena is also coming on. So
did you get a hold of? Did he reply to you? I know that there was some question there with his schedule and whatnot. Okay.
Well, I haven't talked to him. I emailed him since we changed it, and I haven't heard back from him. But
okay,
we exchanged quite a few emails prior. So
cool.
As far as I know, that's still the plan.
Good. Okay. Kyle, you're next on my screen, but you kind of already talked with Steve. But if you have anything additional, please.
No, I don't have anything additional. I'm still working on some outstanding loose ends on some people that I want to contact. So if I do have any updates, they'll be on the schedule for the YouTubers Hamfest. If things fall through, we'll still do some contesting stuff. And I've got some contacts in the contesting world. We might bring them on and talk about the big contests, like the big guns, and kind of get a small, medium pistols and a large station, kind of just roundabout contesting. So irons in the fire, still working on it. Stay tuned for more information.
Awesome. Good. Okay. I think that'll be good. I think, and again, I mentioned Tim Duffy a minute ago, and he's doing Contest University on the Friday before the would-be Hamvention weekend, and it's free this year. He's not charging for it. So I'm like, so that's where I'm going to be on Thursday, March 14th, is watching Contest University, because I never get a chance to go to that because I'm usually at Dayton at the fairgrounds that day, but I'm walking around talking to people, looking at the setups, figuring out where everybody's supposed to be. We may or may not start drinking beer around 2 o'clock in the afternoon that day. I'm not going to admit to anything, but there's a lot going on that day to be sitting in a classroom all day. Contest University is great. I know a lot of my friends from here, from Texas, go to Dayton specifically for Contest University, and they can't stop talking about it. So I know it's a great event. But for me, it's just so many other things to do. I didn't want to sit in a classroom all day, but I'm really looking forward to that this year.
Is that just Thursday? I saw your stream, but I forgot.
It's just Thursday. Yeah, it's usually like 9 to 4 or 9 to 5 on Thursday, and you have to pay, I think it costs like $85, and there's a new session every hour, and I think there might be a couple of sessions at the same time that you can pick and choose from. And then you get a T-shirt and a book and some kind of something else, I don't remember. But since due to the whole COVID thing right now, they've canceled all that, and they said we're going to do it over Zoom. It's going to be a Zoom webinar, and go to contestuniversity.com, I think it is, .org maybe, and my God, Callum, but that totally broke my concentration, dude.
Didn't clean up Emily's bedroom after she moved out.
He's behind Kyle's curtain.
Right.
Just don't say hello, please.
Oh man. Anyway,
I just want to say,
go ahead,
Kyle. Kyle, you look like a mafia hitman with that curtain behind you.
Yeah. There's things behind this curtain that we can't put on YouTube.
Waterboarding, stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Think about the late night chat with all these guys after we've each had a few, because we've done that while everybody's sheltering in place. It's quite fun. Got some footage I can probably use for blackmail later on down the road.
Yeah, we're going to start streaming those too.
Yeah. All right. Next on my screen is Josh, and I know you've talked to several people.
Yes. So the two that are hard locked in are Stepper. They've got a new antenna that they're in development on that they want to talk about, which is going to be fun. And we've got Katie Allen will be joining me to talk about the exclusives at the Ham Radio Outlet, like we talked about, kind of their exclusive line of stuff that they work on with other manufacturers. But let's see, there's a couple other brands too. I'll probably hold off on that. They're brands you know of, all of you out there watching. And we'll have more information as the time comes up. But yeah, it's quickly, I think it was mentioned earlier, but it's quickly becoming a 2-day event because we have more brands that are interested and more fun events planned. So it should be really cool. So we're pretty excited.
Right. Yeah. Good. Yeah. The other couple brands, I know who you're talking about. So hopefully we can get them on board too. That'll be fun. So, okay. I'm not going to, Chris and the Smoking Ape, Ape, I know you'll be joining us that day in the chat, but you're not going to be streaming.
Yeah, I haven't streamed. I streamed once like 5 years ago from a phone in a Vegas airport.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to risk learning how to do that and getting it put together. Plus, my schedule generally seems to be pretty hectic, even on the weekends. So, for this one, I wasn't comfortable committing.
No, that's okay. I mean, you know what? There's probably going to be almost as much work on the chat moderation as there is on the guy who's running the stream.
Yeah,
so...
I'm just not reliable. Okay, I'm going to come out and say it.
Well, at least you admit to it. So, yeah. Yeah, good. Okay. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you that day for sure. Anyway, in the chat. So
sure.
But it's gonna be so. One thing I might want to talk about real quick is we have talked about doing this, like on a normal basis. We're gonna. Nothing's been set in stone yet. Okay, I'm not gonna commit these guys to anything. But we had talked about, hey, we're going to see how huge this thing gets, and we hope it's really big. And we're going to do it in May. And then we're talking about, you know what, if it goes really well, and if it turns out that, and I think after the fact, I think we're going to get a lot of brands coming to us after the fact and saying, wow, that was like incredible. When are you doing it again? I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see if that works out or not. But we've talked about maybe doing it again, perhaps like November, December-ish time frame, something like that. Not again in May. So stay tuned on that. One thing I will tell everyone, be sure to subscribe to all the channels represented here today, because everyone represented here today, plus Sterling, is going to be streaming that day. So Callum and Chris and Ape will be in the chats with us, hopefully. And but they're contributing just like everybody else is. The rest of us that you see on the screen right now, plus Sterling, will be streaming that day. So make sure you subscribe to everybody's channels so that you can be notified when those streams come up. And we're going to share all that on YouTubersHamfest.com. It's not going to be a big secret or anything, but you don't want to be digging for someone's channel when you're trying to pull their stream up and watch what's going on. So I think this is going to be a really fun event, and I think we're going to all have to probably sleep for a day after it's all done. But
what is another very cool thing about this is it lives on after the Hamfest is done. People could go and they could watch these videos again, get more information on the products that they've seen, and it just keeps going. So for vendors, this is like a win-win if you're a manufacturer or a small vendor. And Callum, I think Emma and Hannah should do a show instead of you. They're much more entertaining.
I thought you might say, "Fact, we had $10 that you could have said that, Bob."
That's great.
So somebody made $10.
Yeah.
Because I am sitting on the Iron Throne.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That is good. That is good. Awesome. So, okay. Well, hey, we've been going for almost a half hour, and that's almost. I thought we'd have more to say, honestly. Anyone have anything else to add to what we've already said?
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. I forgot to mention that along with the used stuff, I'm going to have SDR Play on. I know a lot of you guys use the SDR Play receivers for pan adapters and things like that for your older equipment. They're going to be on with me as well.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Cool.
And we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Again and again.
And again and again. Yeah. So
Again.
yeah. So once we have all this, once this is all in the books and whatnot, everybody's going to have to take a link to their own stream and reach out to those other vendors who either didn't reply to I've got 2 or 3 that didn't reply, and it's probably just everybody's busy right now. I think everyone would be interested if they knew what was going on.
We've been reaching out to Miller Lite, but they haven't responded.
And that's why you're not streaming that day.
Right. That's the real reason.
That's the real reason. So,
I think we should all have a Packy one-chip challenge.
Oh, wow. Wow. Good
Josh
deal.
is over there going, yeah, I could do that.
I've already done it. I've already done it.
Oh, is
before.
that hot chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
it's
that
single
video.
chip.
I would do that.
But
Carolina
how
Reaper.
cool would it be if we all did it like on this show?
On the wrap up, we could do it on the wrap up that night.
And then try and work a QSO with each other over single sideband.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep
that'd
the
be
chip
fun.
and then try and play radio with it.
It'd be a whole new drinking game, Josh.
Yeah.
I was good. I didn't have to dive into any beverage for the whole thing.
Yours was really old, though, wasn't it, Josh?
It's not like it goes bad. Like the capsaicin's going to be just as hot.
Okay.
I would think it'd probably be hotter if it's been
diminish.
sitting there for a
Yeah.
while.
Fermenting.
Yeah.
Fermenting.
Sheesh. Okay, well, that's it. We're going to go ahead and pass it off. If you, once again, make sure you subscribe to all the channels here. May 23rd, check, and I'll put the link to YouTubersHamfest.com in the YouTube description below, right above the link to everyone else's channel, and you can check that out. Make sure you watch it. This video will probably post around the first weekend in May, something like, well, second week of May, because May 1st is like a Friday, so we'll probably post that next week following. But YouTubers Hamfest, man, it's going to be freaking awesome. So tune in, stay tuned, check out these videos over here, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See you. See you.
Bye-bye.
7-3.
Bye-bye.
7-3.